I mean, people get shocked when I say in UAE, the minister of the future is a 23-year-old chap. Well,
Right.
I think it was last year or year before. He was 23 then. No, he was a young chap. And when you were speaking, I was like, a BDIH as a board, do they have guys who are 20-year-old? Because you want to capture the essence of the young people and the thinking and the new stuff and the flexibility and what they call, fluid intelligence of the young people.
Right.
Who are smart and they haven't been contaminated by the systems over time.
Right.
So what's there's an example of what you do to try to start influencing the thinking process.
Right.
Putting young people in these positions.
Right.
Obviously, they're the right young people. So why are we saying one thing and doing another thing?
Well, the one thing that's important is there's a lot of mental laziness.
People don't want to think.
So there's a lot of mental laziness. And I don't want to quote anybody who said this, but there are people who call me all the time when they're frustrated. They just can't even see the president. They can't see the minister. They just want to bring investment, large amounts of investment. Okay? There's just that first part. There's also a sense of comfort. Maybe now because things are kicking in, there's just never been problems here, right? Botswana has never been Botswana is like, if you've traveled like I have, this country literally is like, this is like a miracle. That's why people who come here will never leave. You have to look at the people who have made it in this country. Don't think they're going anywhere. They will never leave because they have seen something that is untapped and they will give it to their generations. So the other thing is the culture. Like I told you, I don't know what you discuss with your children over dinner. When I'm at home, re bala madi over dinner. In our family, it's a culture. It's discussed at dinner level. We even went to an extent of trying to bring cattle from outside. We are the pioneers of this thing. So the culture of being domain experts in certain things is not there. Even diamonds, I'm wearing this. We should have one or two Botswana like it says a diamond city. You can literally go around Gaborone, even in this group of our talent that's here. None of them have seen it. So you cannot.
Some people who've worked in the mines have not seen it.
So change that thing. And then the other most important thing that I have to say is government has to get out of the way. Like literally, I'm telling you, from the minister, I don't know who advises our ministers. I don't know, I don't know who advises even in the BDIH board. Like I can tell you, I was in the BDIH board. I literally felt like I was an outsider the whole time I was there. Nobody could listen to me. Yet, when the French ambassador, for example, calls in people, like a delegation, he makes sure I'm at the table. And they get insights.
But your own people will not call you to say, let's discuss this.
I used to sit at the boardroom with the World Bank. Inside, I'm the first person who will educate the World Bank. World Bank, I discuss the entrepreneur. I was identified to lead in directing more region in Southern Africa. Of course, later I didn't agree with the World Bank because you know how they operate. So, I'm like, no, fine, these people called me in. World Bank, Estonian president say this guy needs to be here, front. When you look behind, you realize, they're just being harvested here. So Botswana, we've never had people leading. He has led. That's why other people say Rwanda is come and taken. No, nobody's taken from you. We live in an open source community.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you cannot say you are owner. You will lead. And you cannot be comparing Botswana to Rwanda. Rwanda is the least developing country. We cannot. We are far ahead. Even
it's doing a lot of catching up still.
We need to wake up to our reality. So people are not, even if you can just go in a government office, if I'm one person who is conscious of my mindset, if I get in a government office, stress by just virtue of going inside that office. But when I'm in another country, I go in a government office, I will think it's a Botswana. So, culture,
it's a culture thing. Yeah, it's a culture thing.
The progression here, Botswana. It's got nothing to do with people are talented or educated. if you ever come to me and you do like other people did and said, "Bana ga bana skills," let me tell you, I've got a young guy who came out of a failed technical school who created a solar-powered torch called Tume. Nobody helped him up until he died. The concept died. I can go Francetown over the weekend. The guy calls me, "Mr. Tegera, can I see you?" Yeah, he's now created a device. Not an engineer. He's created a device but he only needs like 15,000 pula. I created a prototype, I survive. He's not even thinking, this guy could be the guy our institutions take and drive. And his age is 24.